Hello everyone, my name is Lilian Silva. I'm the Forage specialist for Clemson University. And today on the Forage Drops channel, I'll be talking about management practices to enhance production and sustainability of forage livestock systems. So let's get started. When we're talking about improved management practices, there are several points that we can discuss. But today we're going to be focusing on incorporating annual forages into livestock operations, and mostly thinking about the cool season forages that we're about to start planting on the upcoming months. So I just want to really do a general overview of some of their benefits and some of the reasons that we consider incorporating them into forage livestock systems, but also a lot of producers, row crop producers, have also been incorporating forage species as cover crops on their systems. So there's definitely a lot of benefits on planting cover crops or some species that will not only supply forages and high quality forage, but also will help to reduce soil erosion and nutrient losses because they're going to be really filtering some of that those nutrients that will be transported with rain or would usually leach and runoff. So plants can definitely help with that. They can also work to alleviate soil compaction. When we have plants covering areas, we're going to be working on suppress some of the weeds. Some species are able to reduce nematodes in some areas. These plants will be working on improving soil health, moisture, nutrient use efficiency, organic matter, and the soil structure. They will also support nutrient management, and some species, such as brassicas, they are able to grow deep into the soil and scavenge for nutrients that would be stored on deeper layers of the soil. And then through their growth, so the accumulation of biomass, they're going to be able to make those nutrients available for animals, or just even available through the composition after they complete their cycle, their growth cycle, and are decomposed. They're going to be releasing some of those nutrients on the surface layer of the soil. Cover crops will and forage species will also be able to attract beneficial insects. So, for example, clovers, they are really definitely a good source uh, of species to attract pollinators. And mostly for us, because we're talking about forage and livestock operations, we're definitely going to be using these plants as forages, a supply, feed supply for livestock. So one thing that if you haven't done yet, you should definitely be planning on and move forward with this is to make sure that you're gonna get your soil analysis done in time to correct soil pH and also to base your phosphorus and potassium fertilization needs for the stand that you're going to be planting soon. So if you're going to be planting on a prepared seed bed, you're probably going to be looking at planting late September, early October through November. And then when we're overseeding perennial warm season grass stands, if you're overseeding Bahia grass and Bermuda grass, you are looking at letting that warm season plant go dormant. So we need to be careful and wait until the temperatures are cooler or colder to make sure that we are going to have those plants going dormant before we oversee those stands with cool season forages. And when you're buying seeds, make sure that you're buying high quality seeds that will give better chances of getting a good establishment and also will reduce the chances of getting weeds in the area. Uh, when we're going to be utilizing inorganic nitrogen fertilizer, make sure that you're going to split the total rate into at least a couple of applications, and those applications should be timed to when the plants will be actively growing, so they can actually use that fertilizer better. When you're planting, make sure that you're going to calibrate the equipment properly. So besides properly calibrating for the seeding rate that you're going to be using, you need to calibrate for the depth, the seed depth that you're going to use, especially for smaller seeds. So we're talking about clovers, we're talking about even radish seeds, some of the alfalfa seeds. So some of those seeds that are tiny, you need to calibrate them properly, and it's gonna definitely make a difference when you adjust the seed depth that you should be using for the different species. When you're going to be using mixtures of forage species, you should definitely check to adjust the seeding rate that you're going to use, but also the calibration parameters as well. And I recommend you check with your local extension agent to get better information and proper recommendation for how to do that. Then one thing that I wanted to emphasize is when we're using seeds that will be inoculated, so we're talking about legume seeds here. Most of the clovers usually come inoculated, so you do need to correct uh, all all seeds, not just the legumes, all seeds to per live seed basis. This is how we refer when we give you a seeding rate, a recommendation. But particularly plants that come with inoculants, they are gonna have about 40 something to 50% of that bag will be the inoculant amount. And then you also need to understand what is the germination rate that was obtained for those species that you're going to be planting. So it's definitely important to make sure that we're going to get this calculation done. So I'm showing here what you should do to achieve the per live seed calculation, which is going to be the period times the germination, and then the number that you get here, you need to use the recommended seeding rate divided by that number to have the actual seeding rate that you're going to be using to plant your areas. This can be a little tricky, so I think it will be better for you to really talk with your extension agent or myself and then get this calculation done together at the first time, just so you make sure that you're going to be able to use this number properly and correct what you should be using as the actual rate for each species that you're going to be planting. Please don't hesitate to get in contact if you have any questions. My mail contact is here. I do have several other videos that may be of interest in the Forage Drops channel. Make sure to check those, and appreciate you watching this video today. Thank you.